Brother teacher here. Do you eat before you go to bed? Let me give you this word of advice. Don't do it. Never, ever, ever eat before you go to bed. Especially a large meal. Even a small or medium meal. I don't care what your purpose is, what your excuse is. You're not supposed to eat before you go to bed. It's not natural. Even though you have probably been engaged in this habit for many, many years of your life, so have you been engaged in having difficulties with your health as a result, and you probably just didn't know it. Digestion, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, is supposed to happen while you're up and moving around, not when you're laying down and sleep. It's not supposed to happen. You put an undue stress on your body, on your digestive system, when you put food into your stomach and you go to bed. It's not supposed to happen. Your body is supposed to be repairing when you're asleep, not digesting food. So that's where indigestion comes from. The prefix in means not digested. Indigestion, in other words, means not digested. Your food is not digested. So stop eating before you go to bed. Excuse my children in the background. The point is still the same. You're not supposed to have any meals when you're laying down, because you're going to cause it to ferment in your stomach. And by the time it reaches your large intestine, it's going to get caught up as if in a traffic jam, and it's not going to be able to pass through like it's normally supposed to. Your food's supposed to enter your mouth, mastication, which is chewing. You break it up. Now, once you swallow it, it should be almost liquefied. Once it hits your stomach and the digestive juices hits it, your pepsin and your hydrochloric acid and your other enzymes breaking it down further, it's supposed to go into your small intestine, and then most of the absorption of the nutritions happen there. Then it goes to your large intestines, which begins the elimination process. But what you have going on instead when you eat food that's improperly combined, and when you eat it late at night before you go to bed, is food that's not digested, because it's hard for it to break down, especially if you have meat and, let's say, starches combined. So when you have improperly combined foods, and when you eat food right before you go to bed, it's going to spoil. It's going to rot in your gut, literally. And what's it going to cause? Acidity, inflammation. That's where we get IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. That is where the pH of your intestines, which is supposed to be 7.8, which is alkaline, turns into an acidic environment, because the food gets caught up inside the intestinal walls and it can't move on, so it rots. Food's supposed to enter in, flow through the digestive system, elimination system, out the body. It's a tube in and a tube out. That's how digestion and elimination works. It's never supposed to be caught up in the system. When it gets caught up, you're going to get caught up with a disease or some kind of inflammation or some kind of condition in your intestinal walls. So what happens in the gut, and most doctors, most health experts, and I say experts, and I don't even use that term loosely. I'm talking about most naturopathic, homeopathic, natural doctors know this already. Disease starts in the gut. Health starts in the gut as well. So how are you treating your gut? Think on these things, okay? So if you work a certain shift at your job and you say to yourself, oh, I haven't eaten all day, so let me have this meal before I go to bed, or I just got off a third shift, or I just got off a second shift, let me go home and eat. Wait till the next day. You're not going to starve, especially in America. And when you say you're hungry, are you really, really hungry? It can't wait till the next day where you can actually eat a proper meal when you're up and moving around, and that you're metabolizing food better. It's not supposed to happen, ladies and gentlemen, when you're laying down. I'm telling you what I know, not what I think. All you have to do is follow behind me, do the research, your own due diligence, and you will find it to be true. Most of your conditions, as it relates to your health, are caused by you. This is Brother Teacher. If you have any further questions on this subject or any other subject concerning your health, let me know, and I'll get back with you. I promise you. So long.